Nope, it ain't. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the MPL Ford Podcast. I am your host, Leon, and we are live again. Live again. We're live again. And before we get started, I want to introduce this to the men. All men, from stress to success, mastering money, time, health in 2026. It's an event going on Saturday, February the 21st in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. You see the link at the bottom. You can register. It says First Sundays 12.com. First Sundays 12.com. Of course, the www is before that, but you can see at the bottom. You can register. From stress to success, mastering money, time, health in 2026. You got Marlon Smith as a speaker, Tony Jackson, and Dr. Michael Diamond. So any man who wants to come to this event, please register. We'll be talking more. Hopefully have some men on to talk more about this event that's going on. Don't forget, we'll talk more about it. Now I got to figure out how to take this thing off the screen.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this seems like a pretty cool event. I think it's always great for men to get together in fellowship because you don't hear about it enough. You know, you always hear about women empowerment brunches and all of these different things, but you don't hear too much about men getting together. So this is great, especially on topics from, I guess, stress to success. I'm gonna assume that mental health is a major topic, right? Because without great health, you can't have success.
Right.
So,
and Terrence Oliver, he's over. He started this First Sundays, which we have a Zoom every first Sunday of the month, and it's just a group of men can get on and talk about different things. They have speakers like these guys right here, authors, people who's done some not big things. They come on and just talk, and we give out good information.
This is great. I like it.
I think so. Yeah.
So once again, from stress to success, mastering money, time, health in 2026, Saturday, February 21st. Make sure you register. Any man who wants to join this, I wouldn't call it a conference, but it's an engagement. It's a summit. A full day with speakers who are respected global leaders, breakfast, lunch, and meaningful brotherhood. So it'll be in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Saturday, February 21st. I don't see the time on here. I think it would be from 9 in the morning until 4, I think, or 9:30 to 4, if I recall. But we're going to have some men on here to talk more about it. So, yeah, that's it.
This is great. You can click the QR codes to hear more about it. You see that on the screen.
Yeah. There you go. That's why I got my codes right here. Click the QR code. There you go. All right. I figured out how to remove this thing right here. Boom. There you go.
Wait a minute. Before we start, let me see. I like the color of the shirt.
This is an old shirt. This is old.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's an old shirt. Old shirt. Yeah. And so I want to. Make sure you go to MPL4.com, MPL4merch.com, MPL4merch.com, all things MPL4 merch. Get you the Onyx Stride black and white sweatsuit on sale for $57. Only $57.
That's a great deal.
Nice.
It's a great deal. Black and white Onyx Stride. Go get you one. MPL4merch.com. And what's how many, Renee?
2, 3, or 10.
2, 3, or 10. 2, 3, or 10. Yeah. And of course, I wanted to talk about that before the summit. Before we talk about this, Corey Holcomb and Anton. That's your boy, Renee.
Nope. What? What?
Yeah, Anton is your boy. And I wanted to pull some links up, but it was going too hard. I don't know if I should.
Oh yeah. It's a bit much. It's a bit much.
Yeah, it was a bit much. And it was kind of embarrassing, really, to look at it.
Yeah.
With so much talk about blacks getting together and doing this and what we need to do. That was bad, really. It was a bad look. And I think and maybe, I don't know for sure, but because I didn't watch the whole thing, it was a lot. It seemed like it stemmed from his political views or their political views?
Anton's political views, because he
both of them, I guess.
He's a leaf. He's a leaf.
What you mean he's a leaf?
He's a leaf. Like 1 minute he'll say
he blows.
You know, he blows either way. You know what I mean? Depending on what fulfills his pockets.
But it say during that argument, you know, they were saying that what's my boy name? Corey was saying he don't talk about white people, and
he doesn't.
He said he do. I've seen people say he do. I don't know.
Far between. I don't follow him, but he pops up because I listen to like Reese Waters, and they do reaction videos, and other people who do reaction videos to people like Anton and the other coon tribes. And so he automatically pops up. But yes, he always does a lot of commentary on Black people, Black women, Black people. It's so weird to me. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm not going to be on my soapbox, but why is it that majority of these podcasts, reaction videos, people who want to be, you know, whatever, we're in their mouths more than white people? Like as far as like downing us and, you know, what we're doing wrong.
Because guess what though? That's Black people, Black culture, Black communities is low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can always pick something out of it to promote positive, to promote negative, but there's always some type of agenda where the Black community, like, it can be magnified. And it's like, oh, right. Black on Black crime is like one of the most dominant things that they talk about in the Black communities, as if there's no other crime on crime exists. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And other people, ethnicities, you know, religion, culture, whatever, they use it against us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I'm lost. Who are you talking about? You said people, they bring us up.
People of the likes like Anton, right? Where they say he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't talk about white people. That doesn't bring him money.
Right. So
he talks about Black people because there's other people that's going to hop on that train. Then you have, you know, what's his name? Fluentes and everybody else. They regurgitate everything that's coming out of his mouth. And what's his name? Officer Tatum and all of them who do the same rhetoric, right?
They got those talking points. They all got the same talking points.
Use it against us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's almost like the same. You want to, although they're Black, right? You want to hold them to the same standard of somebody white that's talking about a Black person. Like, keep our name out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to see, you can keep talking, but I'm going to see if I can pull something of this stuff up. Because I've seen, like you said, I've seen clips, but I never.
You might have to dig through the
archives. He doesn't, but you know, and it's a host of them that make money off of the backs of Blacks. It's always, you know, somebody's begging or somebody needs money, or especially don't let it be a woman, because this is, you know, it's always Black women. And then when you get online and, you know, you see these other cultures, they're always just like, and that's why, you know, you grew up in a single parent household, and, you know, you hear they regurgitate this information because that's all they know. Right. And then we have to wonder, hearing all of this negativity from people that look like us, and then you expect them to want to get over here in the US and want to be sisters and brothers when we don't want to be sisters and brothers ourselves. So of course they're going to look to white people for white, you know, to be at the top, right? Because that's all they're hearing. You don't hear, you know, well, of course you're going to hear the backlash of white people going against white people, but it's not as loud as Blacks against Blacks.
Okay. Yeah.
What's one of the, you know, when they have the issue with the Somalians and, you know, the fraud and all of that, right? What's one of the things, one of the clips they kept talking about, how the reason why Somalians don't really get along, one of the, you know, the reasons is they feel like we all came from broken households with no fathers, and women are out here having kids, just having kids, and all of these things.
Right. Okay.
That's what they see because people are throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Multiple baby mothers, but not taking care of your kids.
Yeah. Broken households. Like I said, it's one of those things that is definitely the plight of Black people is definitely low-hanging fruit as far as if you're trying to build some type of agenda machine, you can easily attack the Black community and say, oh, well, this is why things are not the way they are because of X, Y, and Z, things like that. Yeah.
And then it's almost like, well, he said it. I'm just telling you what I heard from somebody who looks like you.
Right.
So are they wrong?
Well, it's easy for these commentators to take something like that and run with it and like go crazy with it.
What was the lie against Obama that was recently and people was just going for it? One Black dude, I think he
I don't know,
said that Obama spent over 500 million, over 300 million replacing a basketball court in the White House when he was in office, and it just took off. And it was like, how dumb do you sound? And people are just using it, and it's like millions of dollars to replace a basketball court.
Right.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Do you think they're actually talking about Black people just for money to gain followers?
I think it's a little bit of both, but yes, that's how Anton makes his. If you go to his YouTube channel,
I was just
he talks about money, but majority of his commentary is based on bashing Black women and Black people. Prove me wrong.
No.
Prove me wrong. Officer Tatum, or whatever his name is, he makes his money, off the backs of bashing, Black people. He won't even cry for his own babies, but he cried, on YouTube for when CK was assassinated.
Oh, that's his name, Officer Tatum?
Yeah.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never really knew his name, but I've seen his videos. I know the video that you're referencing.
Exactly.
He said that. Yeah. He was.
What's the other guy? Steven something who wears the cowboy hat.
Then
you got Fresh. Then you got Fresh and Fit.
And you got the Hodge twins. Yeah.
The Hodge twins. Yeah. Exactly.
They all, man. Yeah.
Why are all of these, I guess streamers, or if you go to their commentary, Black ones, right? And that, I guess, that whole capitalist mega world in which they live in is all reactionary videos off of Black people.
Yeah. And it's easy to hop on the conservative train and kind of just like really bring it home.
Right. And that's the reason why they don't really care for Dante from, Grits and Eggs.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I can't say they're doing that to make money though. I wouldn't say that.
What do you mean? What else would why would they have a full reactionary video? Because you get paid off YouTube, right?
Yeah, you do.
You get paid to go to the events because Officer Tatum, where was he at recently? Where was he at? The turnaround, turn up, whatever.
But it's some people who think like that who are not on YouTube that we know personally.
Yeah, and that's a shame for him.
They're everywhere.
That's a shame for him. But he wants to be accepted, but he doesn't have the vernacular or the education to be in that crowd. So what he does is he rage baits and gets and he's not making any money. He could have been easy. You don't even have to be in it. He could have made gear or slushies or popsicles and put MAGA on it, and he would have been eating them up. But he's not even smart enough to do that.
So you don't think
the Black woman? Remember, you saw the Black woman online who said, she was like, I registered as a Republican, and she was like, they don't even know I'm here to infiltrate. She out there selling shirts. She going to the rallies, and then she comes back, and she's voting for everything else. She's like, they gonna make money off me. I'm gonna make money off them.
Facts.
KP said the same thing.
I saw a story where there was a girl who said, Black girl who said she went Republican, conservative. Her parents disowned her, all this, that, and the third. And she had a GoFundMe account and everything. And man, she said them people put her through college, and she was voting Democrat the whole time. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. At least make something off of it.
So you don't think Anton or other people like him have any I forgot the word. I had the word.
A moral compass.
Not a moral compass, but
I think the integrity, money over integrity all day.
Yeah, some loyalty or something.
So you don't think anything they say is legit or not legit, but
it's hard for me to, I guess, to believe when again he's a leaf. Mm-hmm. He's a leaf. Would you want to do business with a leaf? 1 minute he's in, the next minute he's out. You know what I mean?
Right. True. Because I know.
Hello.
We got you, Will. What's going on? You driving in the
dark.
Oh,
you got me. Okay. Yeah. I was talking. I was trying to connect. Okay. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Yeah.
I just I can't with Anton. It's just, you know. It's almost like me, like really believing Candace Owens when she was just like, Black people need to do this, and it's like, girl. But she's making money off, you know, CK off the backs of whites, and what are they doing? They're upset.
Mm-hmm.
You said they're upset.
Yeah.
At her
wife are upset with her.
Oh, well, I can see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's real easy to pick apart, you know, the Black struggle if you're a Black person, and you just feel like, well, I'm going to talk about Black people this way and that way.
Leon, wait, hold on. I got somebody say Leon cut. I'm just asking questions.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is. I'm just asking questions of the Truth 5098. I'm just asking questions, bro. Whoever you are.
Exactly.
I just ask questions. That's all I do.
He's a leaf. He comments on it's always something. When that whole Aiden Ross, I don't know if you guys knew about the white streamer Aiden Ross. He's like a Jewish streamer. He's very big, right? And he was, I mean, he said some horrible things about Doechii, right? I don't think she even know that man. The music didn't state his name. He automatically assumed it was about him and just went on this whole tirade about this beautiful Black artist, calling her all types of B words and all these other things. And then this other, you know, YouTuber, I think he streams, his name is, I don't want to get his name wrong. He's based out of LA, Glock Malone. Either Glock Malone is his name or Malone Glock. Anyways, he's an older OG. Okay. And he let him have it. He was like, listen, you're not going to talk about this Black woman. You're not going to sit up here on this YouTube and talk about this Black woman. The crazy part is the Jewish guy, Aiden, who was talking about the Black woman, there was a Black guy, his friend, sitting right next to him.
And it'd be like that, too.
And he just went on a whole tyrant, calling her all types. And then, you know, when either his name is Glass Malone or Glock Malone, Glass Malone, you know, when he said, listen, I may not be able to get you, but I'm gonna get everybody around you. I'm gonna get all the Black dudes that's with you around you. And then he's like, I'm gonna call the police. He was like, remember, call the police. The police come after the fact. Say what you want.
Hey, for the record, Renee and Larry, this is for the Truth 5098. Okay. Can y'all tell this man what I listen to or what I watch the most?
Financial. You watch a lot of financial, but Anton, it would be considered in that financial because again,
I don't watch. I don't, but no,
you watch Earn Your Leisure, which is, you know, they do be having scammers on.
We ain't talking about no Earn Your Leisure. We talking about Anton. I'm talking about Earn Your Leisure. Anton, we talking about the stuff he talks about.
I know. I said you watch Earn Your Leisure and things like that. That's what I'm saying.
But you try to throw them. What'd you say after that?
Anton is. I mean, he's part of the whole capitalist. But I don't see you watching him too much because.
So you talking about two different things. Earn Your Leisure talking about finance. He talks about, I don't know what he's talking about because I don't watch.
He talks about both. So he talks about money.
What does he talk about most of the time?
Anton has a YouTube video called Millionaire Mindset.
Okay, I don't know that. I'm just trying to prove to this guy, which I don't have to prove nothing to him.
I think you don't, but
I'm just asking questions.
Maybe he felt like you come across like he, that's
what it's for. I just like to ask questions and see what people thinking. You know,
Larry, what's your thoughts on Anton?
Yeah. What's the, let me see. The truth.
Oh, he is definitely turning into Myron Gaines. You are right, Timothy Taylor. Yes.
Hold on.
Thank you. Y'all get me.
Renee, hold on. The truth. You're welcome to come on anytime you want to, bro. I just ask questions, brother. Everybody have their own sides.
Timothy Taylor is right. All that fresh and fit, red pill, capitalism down in black people because
what Myron Gaines.
Yeah, Myron Gaines is a part of Fresh and Fit podcast.
Now, wait, hold on. Now, hold on. He says Anton is turning into the Black Virgin. So yes. Wait. I'm gonna ask him Timothy Taylor a question. It seems like he might agree with Anton sometimes. Just the way he said Anton. I don't know.
I don't think so because he said version of Neon and mixed with Myron Gaines, which is the red pill people. But Timothy, let us know.
Hey, listen. I'm talking about the first part. You talking about the last part. I'm talking about the first part. It's like you might say, Leon, you're acting different. You turning into this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Timothy, tell us.
It's like you might have been rocking with me, but now you turning it into this guy. So that's why I'm asking him the question.
Tell us your thoughts, Timothy. I don't know. Like I said, I watch a lot of commentary, so that's how I know these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch none of it. I don't know who. I couldn't even tell you.
Remember, I said you got all walks of life.
Matter of fact, you don't want to be sitting at Anton links in the chat.
No, yeah. Of crazy things he said because you guys are black men. So I'm like, are you agreeing with this?
No.
I knew. Listen, me and Larry got our own. Yes, Timothy, come on.
Reviews, but I'm not a bootlicker. What was that? Interpret that for me, Renee.
A bootlicker?
No, this his whole sentence.
Saying I have conservative views, but I'm not a bootlicker, meaning that he may agree with some conservative things in which we've all admit that we have some, we agree with some conservative views, but also he not going to sell himself. He not going to set up and talk about black people.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So break down what a conservative views. Is that something that Anton kind of sway towards?
No.
Okay.
No. He's we're not going to get on here and down black people for views.
Right. Yeah.
We're not going to be, calling this lady broke and, all of this and he'll, all of this for views. We're not doing that.
But that's what he does. That's his thing.
We're not doing, the red pill.
Okay.
I mean, Timothy, let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Won't correct anti-black racism.
Or they ignore it. And he does that. He doesn't have one post on his page. Officer Tatum, the Steven guy, Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit, all of them don't have one positive post about a black man unless he's a billionaire and he's part of their culture and agree and align with how they feel. But any black person doing great for the community, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Go quiet on that. Okay, I got you.
Real quiet on that. Mm-hmm.
Larry, do you watch Anton? You know about anything about him?
No, not really. Like I've passed a couple of his posts just online, but nothing ever stuck. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, when you continue to have these types of videos that, go viral, all it does is ammunition for the others. Myron Gaines made a video reaction defending Anton where he called Corey Holcomb a baboon.
See, I don't even know who Myron Gaines is.
He's from Fresh and Fit podcast. And he gets destroyed by the white people and he still thinks he's a part of the culture. And it's crazy. He talks real bad about black women and black people all together.
Oh, see, I'm glad I only watched none of that.
But see, this is what I was saying, man. Like a while ago, the black community has
ops. Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things we need to figure out, like real fast, is who our allies and enemies are. Because I always say, like, we have allies who don't look like us, and we have enemies who look exactly like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest things to figure out in the Black community, because you can't trust everybody. All skin folk ain't kin folk. And yet we
100%.
lots of
This
allies
right here.
Yeah,
well, then
right.
again, Myron Gaines, is he really Black? That's teetering. But his co-host, the other Black guy on Fresh and Fit, they no.
The Truth 5098 say we have no allies.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you to a degree. I agree. I agree with you that when it comes down to it, we don't have allies. We have people who can help us for their benefit, but we got to be careful about that. You know, we have to see where that finish line is before they do, before they take resources from us to their benefit.
100%. Also, I think it's showing where we are at, and I hate to say this, but maybe we needed this president and his whatever to realize that we need to pour into ourselves and get ourselves right. We need to start being selfish and stop inviting folks to the cookout. Stop trying to want these different allies to be with us, and focus on ourselves and get ourselves right, so that we can be better off once this is over.
I mean, I feel you.
Right now, we don't, you know what I mean? Who can you trust?
Yeah, because it didn't. Trump is just the tip of the spear. Everything else was always there. He was just the one to bring it all together and say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that."
Well, he gathered his troops, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
he gathered his troops, and all of those people are going to be leaves. They all know they're going to jail, so. That's why he's preaching. You got to win the primaries. I'm going to jail. So they're doing everything right now, but also long term, we need to think about, ourselves, getting ourselves together. It's time for us to be somewhat selfish.
Yeah, I agree.
Because looking for allies will only get you disappointed.
Yeah. Because I always say, man, like, the reason why a lot of, just racist people and racist organizations, why they thrive in America, is because they don't look at racism as an ideology. Like, it's a birth. They look at it as a birthright. It's an inheritance to them.
Right.
So that's why they fight so hard for it. And like, you can't reason with that type of stuff, because they're not doing it for the money. They're not doing it for the fame. They're doing it because they look at it as a way of life. And so they feel like if they lose that fight, they lose who they are.
Yeah.
That's why they fight so hard for it. But for us, like as Black Americans and the community, we need to get on board with a common purpose as well, to move forward, to progress, to thrive, to prosper, things like that. And we got to be careful about these jive-ass turkeys, excuse my language, that be in our community performing and fronting for the other team. So
100%.
we got to call them out.
It says something when individuals will, do whatever it takes for money, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like they're selling their souls.
Of course. Yeah.
For money. And they know that. So
well, they always say like everybody has a price, But for the people who really, really understand how deep things get, the price is losing yourself. The price is failure. The price is, your family being destroyed, type of thing. And that's what they've been sold. They've been sold that, hey, the price is us being wiped out. The price is us becoming a minority of things. So that's why they fight so hard.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, just like the whole all-white town, you're still going to have some Blackness in there, right? Like, we don't care, but there's still going to be a part. I mean, your lights, your your whole house was built off of inventions of Black people. So you can't remove yourself from us.
It's funny that you say that, because did you see about, I guess, Bill Gates and what's the other guy? They supposed to be building some type of city in Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
No,
did you see that? Y'all see that?
No.
I didn't see that yet.
Yes.
Is it an all-white city in Greenland? Or, I mean... What's the
I'm assuming. I'm assuming, but I can look it up. I can find it. Let me see. Somebody. Timothy says Black Democrats in Congress cried for Renee Good, but never mentioned Dakara Thompson because Dakara Thompson lost her life by the hands of undocumented immigrant. Undocumented immigrant.
I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Timothy. I've been sick the last couple weeks, so I don't know about Dakara Thompson, but I will definitely do some research on that. RIP to her. That's horrible.
Right.
And I don't care who it is, undocumented, documented, whatever. Losing a innocent person, losing their life, is insane, and I don't agree or condone that.
The bigger picture is weird, man, because the little beat between Anton and Corey was about political perspective, political views. You know what I'm saying? Like voting and not voting. If you not vote this, if you do vote, blah blah blah. And I feel like us in the Black community, we got to be careful when it comes to political views, because we get swayed to one side more than the other, but we're still caught in the middle of collateral damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got to be very, very careful about that.
So what you mean by got to be careful? I mean, because
we can't be up here carrying water for people who are not supporting us, representing us, or not treating us fairly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so you know how I am when it comes to voting. I always think people say you got to vote. I'm straight up. I don't vote. Right. And I tell you the reason why. But I tell you the reason why I don't vote, because the voting is the easy part. Believing in the system is the hard part. I can easily go out there and vote. I just don't believe that what we're voting for is bringing about the changes. It's not bringing about the changes that we need. It's a stop measure, And I just choose not to play in.
And I see that, right? And then I look at myself, and it's almost like, okay, if you want change, you have to be a part of the change, right? So I didn't like how the HOA was running. I didn't like a lot of things that they were letting slide. I didn't like a lot of things. So instead of me complaining and doing all of these rants on Nextdoor and not showing up to the meetings, I showed up to the meetings and I became the president, right? And then I amended some of the things that I didn't like, I was able to get my community's buy-in from that because they were able to see a different perspective, right? So when I look at voting, I look at it as the same thing. I'm going to vote for you, but I'm also going to be more involved so that I can hold you accountable to what you're saying to me. I think a lot of times what we do is we vote for whatever we feel, Leo or whomever, and then we leave. It's like, oh, we did our job, you know what I mean? And then you no longer continue to hold that person accountable. That could be a way of showing up to town hall meetings, right? That can be ways of showing up to when he's having gatherings and, or being a part of the Durham networking or the Black Chambers of Commerce, or, going to some of those networking events where they're going to be there. It's posted on the Durham site, and that's how you hold them accountable.
But there are a lot of people who show up for these meetings and whatever, but it's still trying to hold them accountable. But how much can you do?
But how are you doing it? Because yelling at him and raising your voice at him, you already know he's going to give you his phone number and never answer your phone call again. So you continuously go there. He had, the cigar places and all of these other different things. You go and you have these conversations with him, or you join his, his group of people. You join Durham County, right?
But neither political party has zero intentions of looking out for the needs of the Black community, that's what I agree with too.
I would definitely say that, and that's why, again, I say if you want to change things, you have to join in so that your vote and your voice can count. There is plenty of opportunities on the Durham website for volunteers. And
but see, look, that's why I go back again. I've been saying this for forever. How do we end up here now? If it counts, if it matters, vote matter. How do we end up in this crazy situation now?
Because people voted for this man to get in.
No.
No.
Well, Elon,
What I'm saying is, okay.
Money got this man in.
But what I'm saying, Obama was in there. That we going back to the same thing. Going back to Obama was in there. We voted with Obama in there, but we still end up in the same situation.
No, it's not the same situation.
No, what I'm saying is we end up in this situation. That's what I'm saying. We end up. What changed? I mean,
what do you mean what changed?
Like how do we get here? Like if Obama, okay, we got the black president we wanted, right? And
we got a Republican Senate and Congress.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but now here we have a Republican president, Republican Congress, Republican Senate.
Yeah.
Majority.
I hear what you're saying. I understand all that because we always talk about this. It's like what does it matter? I mean,
what do you mean? What does it matter? Obama couldn't do any. If you have a Republican Senate and a Republican Congress, and you're a Democratic president, and you announce on TV that Trayvon Martin could have been my son, you're never getting anything passed.
I hear that. I don't heard all them points before. But
I don't understand why it's not. It doesn't.
Because we're here. That's why we're here in this predicament right now. That's why it doesn't.
Why are we in this predicament? Why is he able to get through with everything? Because he has the Senate that's backing him up.
The same question.
He got rid of everybody.
I mean, at the deeper level of it, like there are
Democrats are skyrocketing property taxes on black homeowners, where the majority of black people eventually going to lose their. That's everywhere, Timothy. That's not Chicago. That's not Chicago. And I would have to say that's not all the way true. I'm going to be really honest with you. Somebody who's been in the mortgage business for over 15 years, that's not true.
Obama
you can't just pass a legislation. I don't know, Timothy. You can't do that.
I'm just saying. I mean,
you can't do that, Timothy.
We've been voting for years, and you
haven't been voting for years.
We as black people, girl.
No, we haven't. No, a lot of black people have not been voting for years. That's the reason why we in this predicament now.
That ain't the reason.
Because we have the two independents that's taking the votes.
Well, I think
that only jumps in during one season.
Well, me personally, this is me. I just think the presidents don't run anything. I think it's a lot of backing behind them that runs this country, and they're
if the president don't do anything, how is he?
Man, Trump. What even with what all the stuff Trump doing now, he's doing it. I mean, he is saying he's the face. He's the face. But
actually, it's ran by a white woman in the back. I forgot what's her name.
Probably that too.
It is. Look her up.
He's the face, but man, it's a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah,
that's not true. What's the problem with that? Love is love, Timothy.
We had a conversation.
Don't do that, Timothy.
Democrats legalize gay.
we was cool for a minute.
Democrats
hey, but no. Remember, we had a conversation a while ago. We were talking about things that needed to be changed on both sides of the political party.
Right.
It's not just Republican and Democrat. It's American politics in general. Like when you can have multi-billion-dollar corporations, manufacture lobbyists that can support whoever they want in whatever seat, wherever, on whatever issue. That's a problem. When you can have congressmen and all kinds of politicians and political personnel that can buy stocks on companies in systems that they vote on, that's a problem. So we gotta, when you really get down to the nitty-gritty and the details of it, like we're at the bottom level talking about policies and legislature and things here, this, that, and third. That's important. But at the top of the level, there is so much just the money being moved around to make decisions that affect us that the voting just will not move the needle on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. I just hate when people say Obama didn't do anything for black people the first 2 years, and Google is free. So is DuckDuckGo too. Definitely take a look at that. you will see that he changed a lot of things, the sentencing guidelines for, drugs, which disproportionately affected Black people as far as insurance and all of those different things. That started in his first 2 years.
That's not my argument, though, that he didn't do it.
No, I'm just saying that he brought, Mondo Mead, 78. We also saw the most aggressive gerrymandering across the country. So for you to be so convinced that voting doesn't matter, these Republicans sure are acting like it does. I agree. Why is it always the Blacks? The Blacks, the Blacks voted for me. Right. Why is he so concerned with the Blacks?
Hey.
Why are they so concerned with I'm going to jail if you don't vote for if you don't get us in the primaries? I'm going to jail. If voting didn't matter, why are they so scared?
The dog whistle calling them out.
Why are they redistricting the voting? Why are they trying to get rid of the Black votes and different? Why did they remove the voting booths from the UNC campus? If voting didn't matter, they wouldn't be doing all these things. They would just let it run free.
I think they're attacking it from both sides. From what they can do.
No, they're trying to take it over. We got Roy Cooper over here fighting for his life. Even what's his name, Tellis. Like, man, this is crazy. You got what's his name, Tellis. He don't even want to run again. He over it. He like, listen, I'm out of here. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why are they redoing the census in for the first time ever?
Why you got to look at what they're doing. So they removed all the different diversity campuses off UNC, right? It's no longer. They got rid of the African American study room where they would go and study. They got rid of the Asian. They got rid of all of these different things, and then after that, they got rid of all of the voting booths. If it didn't matter, they wouldn't be so strategic.
Name one economic piece of legislation the Democratic Party has passed specifically for Black people in the last 40 years.
That's always been a struggle.
Taylor, 9835.
That's always been a struggle as far as what they can't specifically do for Black people. But we know that they can do stuff. We know that they can. Because the whole thing that they were promoting was the Asian American bill to protect them. When that was happening during Biden's run, doing Biden's thing.
And it's something that KP has said before, and this is my argument as far as everybody say, oh, Trump is doing this, he's doing this, he shouldn't be able to do this because he's breaking laws.
So
and I'm always like, wait a minute, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying.
Google free.
Wait a minute, let me finish saying what I'm saying. And so he KP said he would want the Democrat to get a thicker backbone, get stronger, and break rules like Trump is breaking. And that's what I was like, well, why couldn't Biden, I guess, break the rules like y'all say Trump is breaking the rules? Or Obama breaking the rules?
Because he don't want to go to jail. I want my freedom after I'm done.
Trump ain't going to jail.
Why is he so worried? He even admitted
it.
Larry, did he not?
He said he going to jail.
He admitted.
He did say that. He did say he was worried if they lose a midterm.
Why he ain't going nowhere yet then?
He said no. What did he say, Larry? Verbatim. What did he say?
He said I don't know verbatim, but he said they need to win the midterms. If they don't, there's going to be some trouble. Steve Bannon also said the same thing. He said that like a year ago.
Yep. He said if we don't win the primaries, he's going to jail.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people going to jail.
So let me, Trump, speaking of that, it's this guy. Oh, then I showed this already. Oh, that's what I had. It's this guy. Now go ahead. You pull something up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. He said specifically for Black people in the last 40 years.
Well, we've heard people say they can't do nothing for specifically with Black people. We've heard people in office say that.
We hear that all the time, bro.
We heard a couple people.
I think that's the gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. Even though I mean, it's here. You can chat GPT, especially dealing with education and HBCUs for Black people. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, you know what? True. I feel you
CFPB.
on that. I feel you on that. Democrats can never move about like the Republicans, and I 100%.
So that goes to what you're saying, Larry. Like if Democrats can't move like the Republicans,
yeah,
the Democrats could never move about like the Republicans without being penalized. Absolutely.
But what I'm saying, so
that answers your question about Obama.
No, I'm talking about Larry's. I'm talking about Larry's question. Mm-hmm. What is the point?
I'm
talking about.
So about voting?
Yeah, if they can't do what they want to do.
But okay, look, again, we got to break it down like this. When it comes to the Republican Party, man, their strongest asset is their unity. Like you don't get that with the Democrats.
They believe whatever. Like you can tell them the sky is falling, and they all gonna they gonna be like it. Democrats. You know, they're gonna be like, well, you know, we got to get data on that. Then somebody else is gonna be like, nope, it's gonna get. I didn't hear about that. We're gonna go ahead and get Bob over here. He's, you know, he works for water or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me try to get Will on it. Will.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep going out.
Okay, we can hear you. Got something to say?
Yeah, I'm listening to everybody.
I can go on to the
Renee. Hold on. Oh, you must
I was answering Mondo Meat's question. That's what I'm saying.
You can't hear Will talking.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Oh, go ahead, Will.
I'm thinking about what y'all saying, and here's what comes to mind. I'm thinking about the Ukrainians and the Russians, right? Clearly, from what I hear, and I only watch the world news. That's as far as I go with what's going on around the world. And the Ukrainians sound to me like they're saying, "Hey, Russia's bigger and stronger than us, but we're not gonna let them annihilate us. We're gonna put up the best fight that we can. We know we're losing. We need help. We need NATO. We need the US. We need more weapons. We just need any help we could get. But in the meantime, we're going to keep fighting for our lives." And that's I don't vote either, but that's what I'm hearing about the Republicans and the Democrats. Like, we are a minority in a lot of ways. And it sounds like we vote just to stay alive and keep from being annihilated.
I see what you're doing.
Not even knowing or believing we're gonna make no real difference, but we just keep on throwing punches. We keep on trying to stand our ground, and at the same time we crying out to somebody else, God, the church, whoever, that come throw us some weapons so we can level up and it could be a fair fight. But we know in our spirits that it's a system, man, that when you a politician, whatever side you say you're on, you pledge allegiance to a system, and that system ain't gonna let you do but so much. And Trump represents the father of the system, and they're gonna always support this clown whether he right or wrong, because he has the interest of a system that had no interest in us.
Yeah.
Trump he runs it like a business.
Trump is the avatar.
He runs it. Timothy, y'all making excuses for Democrats, but they can't win elections without the black vote, and neither could Trump without Minnesota.
I know y'all making no excuses.
Here's the thing: Trump couldn't win without Minnesota, and who was that a minority group that he won because they voted for him?
Yeah, that's the issue too. That's the issue.
I mean, not to say I'm agreeing, but I'm just saying that he couldn't win either without a minority group that didn't look like him. So, I mean, if we want to get into semantics, you know, we can go to Cuba, we can go to the Jamaicans, the Haitians, and you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he wouldn't have, I mean, he had Elon to do all the things. He had money, but again, he needed a minority to win.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. I feel what Will was saying. Like, it makes sense.
I get it, but I'm an advocate for voting.
We're just tired of being played, yo. Just tired of being played on both sides.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel about it.
I mean, you think like I'm tired of being played, and you make that statement, right? And maybe it's because, you know, maybe you didn't benefit from some of the things that were offered, right? So it can't be everything for Black people, but he did a lot for Black people, like as far as like the Affordable Care Act, right? As far as like reduction of the prices on medicine for diabetes and some of the things that greatly affect Black people, the Black community as a whole, and was too expensive, right? He did what he could to keep them alive. He changed like I said, the laws behind drugs where it affected Black people. He changed, how CFPB, he created CFPB, right? Which is oversight on credit and consumers and ensuring that, even though Black people play a major role in not being treated fairly as it pertains to housing, as it pertains to consumer laws. So he did do a lot of things for Black people, but it wasn't enough to see it in your face. But behind the scenes, he did a lot.
It was a lot of things that were not directly for us, but we did benefit it in a lot of areas as far
as a whole, our community, we were the broader of the community who took advantage and who it affected the most. Yes. But it wasn't like, I'm going to take care and give everybody $1 million in the hood. He didn't do that, but he did what he could to help HBCUs. He gave them money, right? It's just a lot of different things that you probably didn't even know. You wouldn't have been able to get a house loan through FHA. People who didn't have 20 and 30% to put down to be removed from, you would not have been able to get a home during that time frame.
Mm.
Timothy says Kamala Harris lost because of her anti-reparations viewpoint. We didn't had that discussion before. Viewpoint in the group interview, and because Judge Joe Brown saying her father told
people who believe Judge Joe Brown is crazy. Her
Judge Joe Brown is wild.
Point, I think Kamala Harris lost because people didn't hear her calling a ceasefire against Palestine for the 5th time. They used that. Then it was she doesn't like Black men. It was so many because Judge Joe Brown. Then it was she slept her way to the top. Then she arrested more Black men than anybody, but nobody wanted to listen when the facts came through. So, Timothy, I don't know, buddy.
Yeah. So we didn't got all the way over here, and no matter what we talk about, that Trump and politics will come up. But did y'all see the guy who talks he says Trump has dementia? Have y'all seen that guy?
Mm-hmm.
He makes clips. I think I showed it. I know what Trump. Hold on, let me get back to that. I know what Trump. I don't know. He said he and his Supreme Court stripped away scholarships that were earmarked.
That is very true.
What's your answer for that, Timothy? Oh, he's talking to Timothy.
I like Mondo. Mondo know when you really dig into a lot of the things. Listen, if Obama and Biden didn't do a lot, why was he coming in erasing orders left and right?
See, you see what you saying now? That's what I say. Oh, I don't know, because y'all still don't understand me when I say this.
But I get what you're saying, but guess who's allowing him to get rid of those orders? Because they have to go through the Senate and the Congress, right? So he can do an executive order all he wants, but it still has to go down the chain. So
I'm gonna go back to this comment. Let me see.
So
So the truth says midterm election is going to be a slide for Dems. Just watch.
Mm-hmm.
So what is going to happen? What is going to happen when it happens? What are we looking for? What is going to happen? What's going to change?
I think they're going to look at they're going to have better relationships overseas. I think it's going to be changing the tariffs. I think people that are losing money in small businesses, they're going to bring back the money that has been saved for these people. Also, they're going to the Christy Gnomes and all these other. I think they're going to get rid of that. Praise be they. Let's hope they get rid of ICE. I know that's a whole nother topic about and change some of the. Undo or some of the things that.
Yeah, they're going to have to reverse a lot of stuff. If they don't do it now, we're going to be stuck.
That's why some of the Congress members are dropping off now. It's so many Republican Congress people that are resigning. They got Marjorie Taylor Greene crazy tail out.
Yeah, she was like, I'm done. Because she saw what it was. She knows
that why? Because they would have took her spot and held her accountable for making money during the time when when a lot of those Congress members were making money off the tariffs when he, remember he had they had bought all that stock and stuff. and she made millions of dollars. Them people know they going to jail.
It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be any economic change for Black people?
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one because what is that? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like what? That's one of the biggest things.
No. When you say economic impact, what do you mean specifically? Because you got
money, funding, I guess go back to what y'all be talking about as far as getting loans and things like that. Would that change anything?
It's gonna have to change because they're gonna be moving.
Oh, will they change anything? Put it that way.
We'll hope they change because right now, banks and all of these people are scared, so their leaves too. They move with whatever is going.
Yeah. When you say stuff like that, man, I look at it like in the trickle down effect. Like it's not gonna affect us directly, but we'll be a part of it.
Right.
When it does hit, But a couple things that can affect us is like how we structure, I guess, things in our, I don't know how to say it as far as like our history is. Like we got to handle stuff with HBCUs, education, some of the economics within our lower income communities, things like that. Hell, even the museum, the African American Museum, like that's stuff like that needs to be preserved.
I think, I think you have to look at it. I think they're gonna start with what I call, what Larry said, low hanging fruit, things that they can undo and correct really fast that, benefits. It can't be just benefit Black people, but benefit the community as a whole. Like, giving the food and stuff back to, that they took away and starved the people in Africa. I would hope that USAID.
Oh, USAID? Yeah.
Give them their aid back. I think that's easy because I don't want to say it's a switch, but it's kind of a switch. I think they're going to look at rehiring some of the people that were let go, which impacted over 300,000 African American women. So those are some, I think, once they bring those people back, because a lot of those people who took those early retirements or whatever have not been paid. So I think they're going to bring them back, or, open those positions so that they can rehire if they don't want to come back or whatever, which is going to stimulate the economy, right? Because people are back, employment is coming back, and it's going to help a little bit. But Black people didn't need Obamacare until we was replaced. What? Timothy.
I don't know about migrant blue collar.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, people think migrants are getting full American benefits.
They can't even get full American benefits. They have to pay for their own. They're pouring into Social Security. If it wasn't, they're pouring into disability, and they can't even benefit from it.
Yeah, right.
They put over 92 million. What was it? 92 million or $92 billion into taxes and Social Security, disability, and they can't
really be careful
from none of it.
Because that was the narrative that immigrants are coming over here. I mean, first it was like, oh, they're getting our jobs. Now it's like they're getting all our benefits. And it's like, how? They don't even have a Social Security number to get benefits. Like, and don't get me wrong, there are some exceptions. There are some who slip through the cracks, of course.
Well, you have to, like, if you get hurt, the hospital has to treat you, but that bill is on you. We're not assuming that bill.
Yeah. So we got to be careful of that narrative being, overinflated, exaggerated. But
immigrants, what is it? EIN number can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People are being hip to that. You can't even get an apartment complex. Get an apartment.
Let me share this clip of this doctor. Hold on. Well, I guess he's a doctor, but he's before we move on to our next topic, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Why is this now this guy, I guess he know what he's talking about.
You don't know.
I don't know. You're right. I don't. You're right. I don't know. Here you go.
Ask me, what can we expect from the president's dementia over the next couple of weeks or months? Friends, he did it yesterday, multiple times. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience working in home health care, treating geriatric patients with dementia, just like this guy.
Well, I got to look at this myself. Wow. What a view. This is the door to the bar.
What are you doing? This dude is hilarious. He makes videos all about Trump having dementia.
Just give me a second. He gets up in the middle of a meeting of top executives from an industry that is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And he just walks to the door to check on the progress of his adult coloring book ballroom. His frontal lobe is shrinking. It can no longer stop his limbic system, his emotional impulse center, from doing something completely stupid.
I think really very well. Marco just gave me a note. Go back to Chevron. They want to discuss something. Go ahead. I'm going back to Chevron, Marco. Thank you, Marco.
Was there a question, Mr. President?
Yes, go ahead, Marco. What are you saying here?
Mark, if you can update us.
Wow.
I saw that. I don't think Marco Rubio is a leaf too.
Hey, that dude is funny to me, man. He makes these videos about Trump, man. I be dying.
I mean, I don't know the stages of dementia or of any of those things to be able to really have a discussion. He could be easily distracted. He could have, high levels of cortisol, which results in ADHD. I don't know.
But this man, he's giving Trump. He be giving months, like 4 to 6 months, and Trump is gone. I mean, he watches videos. He be giving a time frame that Trump is
breaking
go.
down.
Yeah, I can see. I can definitely see it. I don't know the signs to be able to say. Like,
I don't either.
But we've seen him like talk crazy.
Yeah, he been doing that his whole life though.
But he's been doing it since, you know what I mean? Just like he flipped off the worker at, Ford.
Yeah.
And then honestly, he's never had the true decorum of a president. He's just, it is what it is with him.
Yeah.
But he's older. What is he, 80? Also, there needs to be a age cap on presidents. You should be, I think 63 is a great number. 63.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I mean, really 55, if we're looking at it, 55 is a great number. I think after 55.
We saw it hitting Biden too. So, that's why he was like,
this is across the board for everybody. 55. Yeah. I think the Supreme Court, we need to revamp those rules. Like it shouldn't be forever. I think 55? I think 55 is great, unless somebody else move in.
That's kind of a
conversation right there, but yeah, I feel you.
Because by the time you're done, you're gonna be close to 60. Then if you run again, you're gonna 60. 62, 63. Like, yeah, no.
All right, let's move on. So,
what you got, man?
Hold on. Wait a minute. We can't move on. Hold on. Jasmine Crockett is losing the Democrat Senate primary polls in Texas, proving the majority of Latinos rather than vote for the white candidate than her even. What?
Even though.
Am I reading too fast? Or?
That her even though she fights for them.
Okay. Of course, because they don't see no matter what. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with people all the broke people complaining that the housing market is too high, they can't buy a house. Kamala said many times, let me help you buy a house. Let me help you give you $25,000 so you can purchase a house. They'd rather be in a trailer than be in a house. It's the same thing. There's no difference.
Yeah.
And why would, we can dig a little bit granular. They'd rather the Latinos that's not voting for Jasmine are the same ones who are voting for ICE, who would rather see their, Abulita, whatever, because they're over here. So they're shutting the door on their people anyway. So I don't care.
Oh my God, girl. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna talk about this Druski, who's been in the everywhere. He's been all over. Making fun of the church. First of all, let me say this: the people are the church. The building is where people gather.
Right.
So, but I didn't take offense to it. It was funny to me.
I thought it was funny. Our pastor laughed at it.
Yeah.
Our pastor laughed at it. He thought it was funny.
Don't be telling everything.
I'm just saying.
but it was funny to me. You
gotta have a little bit of humor, but it was also some realness in there.
Definitely some realness.
He took it away. He took pieces.
Let's look at this.
He didn't make it up. Like, he got it from other places. Yeah.
I'm just saying some pastors are okay. It's lighthearted. It's funny, right? The only way you're gonna be affected is if you paid for, the door, you paid for the door offering and y'all still got that raggedy door. Then you know what I'm saying? A hit dog a holler.
Hey, don't be talking about the church. Hold on, let's go. Oh, I gotta take it off.
I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate. I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first. And I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. We are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our...
I'll stop it right there.
Listen.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I think sometimes we have to be lighthearted, but if you take offense to it.
I'm gonna be honest. Man. Yeah,
Timothy. Let me read.
Yeah.
Timmy says it's blasphemy to do an actual skit like that inside an actual church. Now I don't know where he was at. The old people had a saying that you don't.
That church looks like it was 2019. Is that church, Timothy?
So no, he definitely wouldn't have had that there. No,
2119.
No, he wouldn't have had that there. But I didn't know. I didn't even try to see was it a real church or auditorium.
I thought it was funny. I think I think a lot of times we can be a little bit too serious. There have been people that have, ways of which he's showing. What's the one guy who got robbed while he was preaching with the Gucci?
The guy in New York. The pastor
it was New York.
Yeah. New York or Philly. It was one of them.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also
what you think about it, Leon?
It a whole what you say?
I said, what you think about it, Leon? Go ahead.
It a whole pastors accountable to really stand on what they're supposed to be standing on. As far as
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Some of them, maybe some of them. I think it might with some of them. But then people gotta also. It's not every church. That's the thing. A lot of people group all of them together, saying it's all churches. It's not all churches. You do have something like that, but
it's very few, but they exist. When you have your pastor floating from the ceiling, why are we doing that? Your pastor coming in here in a Cybertruck, why are we doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what it's starting to become more theater and more show. Now, I don't really know Druski's comedy like that. He ain't even my type of comedy. Like, I don't really find him funny, but I understand what he's saying and what he's trying to get across. But my issue, honestly, and this
we know your issue. We know your issue, Larry.
No.
Go ahead.
Not
Go
for
ahead.
the church. Not for the church. Yeah, that's a separate issue.
Okay.
But my issue is kind of opposite of what you're saying, Renee, is about how you get it for what it is, and it's funny. But I think for us in the Black community, we got to stop being so funny. Everything got to stop being funny all the time. Like this skit, I got it. It's funny, but we should take it like, okay, now how do we fix this? What's the follow up? Because is he just gonna make a part 2? Is he gonna make a part 2 next month? And then
he'll be done. But I feel like a little bit of Leon, I think also it's the eye opener for some of the, if it affected you, because now you see what it looks like on the outside, right? This is what, if you're trying to bring people to Christ and get them saved, and you want to get people, if you were one of the flying pastors, this is what it looks like on the outside. This is people who know nothing about the church. Yeah. This is what they see when they watch your video. When when you are Gucci down and you're preaching on stage or whatever, listen, you have your own money or whatever, however you make it, however you live it, you make it. But again, you can't be upset on this is what it looks like on the outside.
I feel you. If you're a pastor, you like, I'm about to get fly. I got my Chris Brown intro. I'm gonna float in and I'm gonna be smooth. Like, you got to look at it from somebody like, what are we doing? Like, what?
And also your people around you need to be like, I don't think that's,
yeah. The congregation need to hold the pastor accountable.
I agree with Leon on that. Okay. Not only the congregation, but his people around him, his his 12, his 3, whatever he, chooses to have. Like, if a pastor comes to me and say, look, on Sunday, I'm going to be flying across the building with my red bottoms on, I'm going to be like, for what? Yeah. Like,
you don't have fireworks.
Like, is it a play? Like, are you doing a play or are you preaching? Because that was, that was a little bit weird. At my brother's funeral, the preacher was walking and stumping, then he went down and he was talking. Then he lost my whole focus because I was just like, is he talking about my brother or himself?
I got you.
You know what I mean? And it just, so now when I look back at it, I'm looking like, what are you doing? What are you? No.
Yeah.
And then it was another part where he was talking about, I guess, people bring up money. A lot of people like to say that the church is robbing the people, the congregation. I always disagree with that because if people are feeling led to give, that's on them. It's not like
free will.
Yeah, free will. It's not like the preachers are making them give. Now, I guess people will go point back to Marvin Sapp. We say lock the doors or whatever. I guess people will point to that, but
you can lock the door. I'm gonna stay here with my snack and eat,
bro. Y'all gotta take notice of how some of these churches are like, hey, give this money, you're gonna get this blessing. That's manipulation, man. Because plus you're playing on people who are spiritually weak and might be going through something, and it's like, don't worry, I'm gonna pray for you, I'm gonna lay hands on you, but I need this time.
But also, you got to look at the type your pastor and the preacher, right? If they're always preaching on prosperity, the prosperity gospel every Sunday, then that's the outcome it's going to be, right? If you're not hearing the word that affects you in other areas outside of being prosperous, giving it, to multiply every Sunday is always something about giving, then that's that. Because again, you can go to the next church down the street. You chose to be in this.
And then you just got to look at the life. Look at your pastor for what they.
Right.
I mean, you might can't see everything, but for what they present and how they present themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Every Sunday he's talking about giving, and then you got to fix the window, but the door ain't fixed from the last time you gave. Then the roof is broken, but he said that he got enough for the roof, but the roof still ain't fixed. But now he want to fix the chapel. You can't complain.
Let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to Taisha. What's up, Taisha?
Hey girl, hey.
Yeah, and before you say that, make sure you go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com. I got the Onyx Stride sweatsuits, the Onyx Stride joggers on sale for $57. Go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com.
That's what's up.
Go ahead, Larry.
All right. Question for y'all. Do y'all think with this Druski skit, is it more towards mega churches or more towards black mega churches? Because I don't think it doesn't look like he was talking about anything like white mega churches, which is different, but they still out there. But a lot of the churches that
a little bit of Joel Osteen in there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know for sure, but I know I caught a lot of references from black mega churches.
Because that's what you see. But that's what you see. If that's on your timeline, that's all you see. But if you because there was some Joel Osteen in there driving away in the Bentley, not wanting nobody to go inside the church. I mean,
oh, you know what?
You know, the things he did, he got from some of the preachers that you're talking about, Larry. Even when it comes to what he had on.
Yeah, I know that one.
That's what I'm saying. Remember, he wouldn't let anybody in when it was flooding, Joel, until they was blasting him inside the church. Talking about took the money and ran.
Yeah.
I think he just created. I think it was a skit, but again, if people are really affected, then that's when you need to really look at your what you're doing and reflect.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, man, on another thing. Like when it comes to stuff like this, like me personally, I really, really pull away from black stereotypes. I don't like it, Mm-hmm. So when we have things like this, like I see it, but I don't support it. I don't give it a green light. Like that's okay, because all we do is we dive deeper into it. I don't even like when there's people making posts and the smoke detectors going off in the background. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can fix. Like, there's something we can fix, bro. Like why
look at Larry's conservative views.
I'm just saying, no, that ain't conservative. That's like, yo, let's stop leading into these stereotypes and feeding that, because that makes us look bad as a whole. Like we gotta fix it.
Yeah, Timothy said,
is it part of the bonnet wearing too, Larry, at the airport?
Part of what?
Wearing the bonnet at the airport or outside? Bonnet. Do you dislike the bonnets and the do-rags?
I don't know. I don't know about that issue personally. Is it that bad? Is it that bad?
It makes you a little squeamish when you see somebody with a do-rag on in professional places?
Oh yeah, that don't look good. Hey, I experienced that the other day. The bonnet the other day. I was maybe in the bank, grocery store, I was somewhere. I seen a girl. I said, man, now I know what they're talking about.
Oh snap. Okay.
Yeah.
Or pajama pants at the airport doesn't make you a little easy, a little,
I don't know about the pajama pants. You're just getting out of bed. You're going, I don't know. You don't know. But Timothy says it was towards black mega churches, but Generation Z can't distinguish and just going to say it's the entire church. Not on Generation Z, people before Generation. I don't look. I'm not like I know what Generation Z is. I don't paying attention to all that generation stuff. But I'm assuming he's talking about now. Generation Z is now, right? Am I correct?
Millennials is now.
What Generation Z
is a little older?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we can be a part of Generational Z, right? Let's take that.
Okay.
But I think it's because we've seen a lot too, but also it's still on there. People are still doing. Thank you, mega churches in general. Thank you.
Yeah, they outlandish.
Yeah, Soul Queen 87. She know what it is. Hey, sis.
I mean, Creflo Dollar was trying to get a G6 plane back in the day.
I'm pretty sure because he's, Druski, there might be a part two where he's jumping into a plane and flying off on somebody asking him a question. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, he might try to take it further just because of the
But he's done a lot of skits doing a lot of things. Like he was at the construction site dealing with, the Latino.
He did a white guy skit. He dressed up as a white guy at the NASCAR joint.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yeah. It was.
See this dude. See,
crazy, yo.
He said he thought we was Gen X.
Ooh,
see, that was talking about. He said Z, so I don't know what is what. I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy.
He said we look young. Black don't crack, Timothy. I mean the truth. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look,
the truth. Black don't crack. You know that.
I'll be 50 in about a week and a half.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, homie.
Your birthday coming up. My birthday coming up.
Good stuff.
I'm not the 50 though, but my birthday coming up.
Yeah, your birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what this.
What I'm saying, man. I just think we got to chill with the stereotypes, man. It just.
Yeah, but also, how do we have fun though?
No, what are you saying? Black on black stereotypes, Larry?
I mean, it's not just black on black. It's just us stereotypes in general. Man, they still talk about black people just eat watermelon and chicken wings all the time. Like, why are we doing that still? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but why? Why
are we doing it? Like,
we can't have anything though. It's almost like it's people invading the culture that's doing it, but they're doing it in a malicious way. Because we can have chicken and watermelon and still have a ball by ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. But then they either want to infiltrate or they want to use it maliciously. Yeah. Like we can't, you know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I just know me personally, I pull back when I see stereotypes. And
so you make sure you change your battery in your smoke detector.
No, it's constant. Yeah, I make it. It's changed. It's updated.
Look, I did an interview with a guy one time. Smoke detector was going off.
Yeah.
And I kept asking, man, is that your smoke detector? He was like, no, I don't hear it. I kept checking. He had me going around the house. He had me going around the house checking mine. I'm like,
yo.
Because finally noticed. Don't hear it after a while. Listen, when I tell you it bugs me to my ultimate core.
Facts. Yeah.
So Quest, didn't Quest say something about that? Was it Quest that said something about smoke detectors? It was somebody.
Oh yeah, he don't date girls who.
What?
I don't know if that's what he said. Date girls who smoke. I don't know if that's what he said.
Was it? We gotta have Quest come back. Quest is funny.
I know.
I think that's one thing that triggered. He don't like that. He don't like people with smoke detectors. I don't think he like girls with smoke detectors coming on too. So y'all like my boy Quest.
They gotta get a man.
Change your batteries.
So Queen said 1997, 2002 is Gen Z.
Now I'm not gonna tell you when I was born, sis.
That seems young.
Druski ran out of material. His last 2 skits was making fun of bald-headed black men and black mega church pastors.
Like I said, like Druski is.
But does that mean he's running out of skits, or?
Yeah, I don't know if that means he's running out of skits. He just.
I don't know, but the NASCAR one I must have watched like 4 times. I'm not gonna lie, because that was funny, especially when the guy came on and was like, "I think me and Druski are twins," and he looked exactly like him.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
I just thought the makeup was crazy. The makeup was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I do have a PSA because I know we've been talking for a long time, and I just saw something. We live in Durham, North Carolina, right? And we've had an influx in car break-ins and crime these last couple weeks.
Tell us something new.
I would really, like for people to not only lock their doors, but remove your weapons out of your car, right? If you have your firearms in your car, please put them in the house. I understand sometimes we forget anything, but that is the reason people are, these young people are breaking in cars. 2 people were picked up, 2 young people, youths. They can't even tell their names because they're younger than 18. They've been indicted on 156 counts of break-ins in Durham within a 10-day period. December 10th through December 20th. And what they were looking for were guns, which they were, and they were reselling or giving them to people which commit crimes. So you can't continue to talk about the crimes in the neighborhood when you're making it easy by leaving these firearms and different things in your car. I just asked that the people of North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham, etc., stop making it so easy to put these, weapons back on the streets. Should kids be breaking into your cars? No, but it happens, and you're adding to the crimes that are being committed, unfortunately. So if I don't leave with anything, I leave with lock your doors, remove your firearms, take them in the house.
All right. You talking to me personally? I hear you.
You believe in your Jones? You believe in your Jones in the car, lad?
Why would he want to admit that on the podcast?
I don't know.
I got one on me right now. I'm in the house. I'm playing.
Bring it in the house, but I'm just saying, like,
Are you legal?
We can't be a podcast of resources and want to uplift our community, and we want to see a decrease in the crime when unfortunately we're you're contributing to it.
I think just bringing the awareness to that is the most important part. Nobody's leaving their firearm in the vehicle expecting it to be stolen. That's
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was too.
Yeah. It just anything you have in a vehicle can be stolen. You know.
Yes, but there, you know, a lot of times I know people have that magnet where you set it on the side of your car. I mean, you know, near your leg, and then you forget it's there, especially if you're at home, right?
Right.
So a lot of times they were saying on the news that that's what they were looking for, because they were leaving a lot of things of value in the car. Because they were, you know, you leave a lot of things in the car and you break in, what you looking for? If you gonna leave,
when you're a criminal, you looking for anything. You know, it ain't matter.
Right, but you're not gonna leave something of value.
No, some people do. Some people will leave a.
No, I was speaking on the criminal part.
Oh,
you said what you
but you know,
whatever you can get.
Some people forget, but you know, we want to reduce the crime. You can't say you want to reduce the crime, right? And Durham, and then you get mad that, you know, all of these different investors, it's too expensive to live here and they're moving people out. Well, they don't want you here because you keep committing crimes, right? So you can't have it both ways.
Okay.
So please.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Renee. I feel you.
Yep. You want to touch it? You want to the jobs young black people are going to migrant workers. The jobs young black people are trying to get, I guess, are going to migrant workers. Keeping flooding the black community with migrants, then you're going to need pit bulls to protect your cars. I don't know where that came from, but
yeah.
We touched on this topic, you know, a while ago, as far as like, you know, the communities, are they pricing, you know, some black people out of jobs? I'm sure they are. 100%. I also think that there's areas of opportunities that we may not want that they will, or they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for
I try to hire black any way that I can, but the man did mess up on my refrigerator and I had to call him back twice. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
There you go stereotyping.
I'm just kidding. No, but he did though. And I would have said it too. Listen, I write letters. Better Business Bureau. I don't care who you are.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this has been a good one.
I know. I love the engagement, guys.
Yeah, love the engagement. Thank y'all for tuning in to the MPL4 podcast. Check us out next time. Remember, go to MPL4merch.com. Grab you some merch. It's getting cold. We got the sweatsuits on sale for $57. $57 Onyx Stride sweatsuits. Oh, what's called? Ain't trying to let us go. Here in Chicago, 2 Burger Kings fired every single black worker and replaced them with migrant workers.
That's
what?
Crazy.
Listen.
Crazy.
See, if they would have voted for Kamala Harris, they could have bought a Burger King and franchised it. Just kidding.
Yeah, that was funny.
No, but seriously, that's the thing. But also, we no longer want our black people working at Burger King. We want them to go to trade school so they can learn some skills.
Now, Mondo
meat.
Now, see, I brought up victim mentality on last week's episode.
Mondo, we want to have you on the podcast. Can you send a message? We want to send us your email. We want to have, matter of fact, we want to have Timothy on the podcast too.
Why? Wait a minute. Why do you want to have Mondo on?
Because I like Mondo and I want to get some more of his perspective. I think it's good to have community.
Wait a minute. I know it's good, but what about this statement that he said makes you want to have him on? Sounds like someone is having a severe case of victim mentality. What about that statement made you just?
No, that wasn't for us.
I know.
I
know. Because we touched on victim mentality before, and I think it would be great to have conversations from someone on the outside.
Mondo wants to take the shirt off his back for migrants.
Oh, so
hey.
listen. Don't
do that,
you
y'all.
guys, Mondo, Timothy,
We don't need no Corey Holcomb and Anton.
Listen, they live in different places. So I think it would be great. Can we have you guys can you guys send an email? You guys want to join the podcast?
Do that on the backside. All right, for sure.
We love that. We love that. Join in on the conversation.
Now, I brought up victim mentality last week and me, it was me, KP, and Will was talking.
Yeah.
They both asked me what did I mean by
that.
I
know. That's why I want to have them come on. I think it'd be interesting to hear more. I mean, they don't have to come on at the same time, right? We can have them if they want to. If they would like, I'm good, but I appreciate the invitation.
Wait. Just tune in to the next episode. That's all you do.
Okay.
All right.
Take us home, Leon.
Yep. Well, there you have it for another episode of the Impel Forward podcast. And remember, seize the opportunity to grasp your dreams.
Your dreams.
Peace.
Peace.